Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Monday, January 9th, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. Attacking democracy in Brazil, Joe Biden in Mexico, a new Speaker of the House, and the first play back for the Bills. Of course, Bill will be back with your message of the day. But first, protesters stormed the Brazilian Congress, presidential offices, and Supreme Court to protest the election loss of former President Bolsonaro. His supporters say it was a rigged election. You see the pictures, it looks a lot like January 6th, just everything's yellow and green instead of red, white, and blue. Joe Biden tweeted out, "I condemn the assault on democracy and on the peaceful transfer of power in Brazil." And the president, Lula, called the attack barbaric. "Tomorrow we resume work at the palace. Always democracy. Good night." Our president, Joe Biden, visited the border ahead of his visit to Mexico City. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, said Biden had a sanitized visit to El Paso. As Air Force One was on the tarmac, Governor Abbott said Biden is 2 years and about $20 billion too late. He said Biden avoided the sites where mass illegal immigration occurs and sidestepped the thousands of angry Texan property owners whose lives have been destroyed by his border policies. We have a new Speaker of the House, and it only took 15 votes, the most since 1859. McCarthy had to make a lot of concessions to the 20 holdouts. One requires the House to vote on each individual appropriations bill on its own. So no more omnibus bills like we passed 3 weeks ago. Also, Freedom Caucus members are going to be sitting on the Rules Committee. This is the last step before a bill makes it to the House floor for a vote, and they, among other things, decide if any amendments will be added to bills. So all of this should, in theory, limit out-of-control spending. All in all, the 20 holdouts got pretty much everything they wanted, well, except McCarthy is the Speaker. Unfortunately for McCarthy, all it takes is one member of the Republican Party to call for a motion to vacate. Pelosi required half of her party to trigger that vote. For McCarthy, all it takes is one. Update on Damar Hamlin. He's awake, and he watched the first game the Bills have played since he collapsed on the field last week. He wrote on Twitter, "Game day. Nothing I want more than to be running out of the tunnel with my brothers. But God is using me in a different way today." Hopefully he did not miss the beginning of the game. The Bills returned the opening kickoff 96 yards for a touchdown, the first play since he collapsed. Bill, back with the message of the day. Next.
Inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates are skyrocketing, as you know. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, predicting recession. So to protect your future, do what I did. Call the only precious metal dealers I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. You can get started with a short phone call. They will place physical gold and silver right at your door or inside your IRA or 401k. They are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Don't wait. You can call them now. 877-444-GOLD. 877-444-GOLD. Or text GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Did you check out Joe Biden at the border on Sunday, yesterday? Now, I'm a little cynical, I'll admit it. I think Mr. Biden is a terrible president, perhaps the worst performance in the first 2 years of any modern chief executive. So he goes to the border to try to deal with a problem he created. Remember, the last year under Trump, there were about 750,000 encounters with migrants at the southern border, according to the Border Patrol. Now, 6 million foreign nationals have entered the USA under dubious circumstances since Biden's been in office. 6 million, because he knocked out Trump's Remain in Mexico policy and replaced it with nothing. You can just stroll across that border, say, hey, I want asylum, and you're in the country for 5 years before your case is even heard. Insane. So now Biden, under tremendous pressure, goes to El Paso and tells Americans, hey, it's not my fault. Congress will not pass comprehensive immigration reform. What's that? Amnesty for everyone. And Congress will never pass that, particularly because there's no enforcement apparatus from the Biden administration. This whole thing is a catastrophe. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. And by the way, BillO'Reilly.com is where we live. That is the center of our news operation. All right, let's go to the mail. Robert Michelle, Port Washington, New York. You're right, O'Reilly. Santos should go, but we won't get another Republican in there. Okay, but you can't have a fraud in any elected office. I know the political repercussions, Robert. And Santos is Robert's congressman as well as mine. Marshall Asmer, Danbury, Connecticut. I'd like you to comment about possible outcomes for ending the Ukraine war and your thoughts on DeSantis winning the Republican nomination. DeSantis has a good shot to win it. The Ukraine war, Putin, you're dealing with a stone wall there at this point. So I don't know how that stone wall cracks. Anna Kim, Everett, Washington. My husband and I are visiting Ireland this year. I think Irish people are very friendly. It's a beautiful country. It's our first time visiting Ireland. You will have a great time. Ireland, for my money, one of the best places to travel. You're right. The folks are nice. They like Americans. It's not crazy expensive outside of Dublin. And it is beautiful everywhere. Jesse Fry, Longwood, Florida. Thanks for doing most of my Christmas shopping for me, O'Reilly. I gave the Killing books as gifts, always a big hit. Favorite, Killing the Killers. Okay, I mean, everybody has their own favorite Killing book, right? And I'm going to tell you pretty soon about the next one, which will probably be the final Killing book. I'm working on it now. Okay, we want you to go to the BillO'Reilly.com store, sign up to be a premium or concierge member. We have great stuff. Remember, you get a free book if you are a member or you renew your membership or any of that. Free book. In a moment, something you might not know.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-925-7584 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-925-7584. That's 800-925-7584. What do you have to lose? Call 800-925-7584. Again, 800-925-7584.
Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 66 years ago today, a small column appeared in the San Francisco Chronicle newspaper. Within a decade, the feature was published in 1,200 newspapers across the country, read by 95 million people every day. Here is the story of Dear Abby. The column was the brainchild of twin sisters, Esther Pauline Friedman and Pauline Esther Friedman, were born to Russian Jewish immigrants in Sioux City, Iowa, 1918. The coordinated names were just the beginning. The inseparable sisters grew up playing the violin and performing duets in Yiddish. The twins then enrolled in Sioux City's Morningside College. They wore matching raccoon coats and co-wrote a gossip column called Campus Rat. After graduating, Pauline applied to the San Francisco Chronicle to write an advice column using the pen name Abigail Van Buren. She created the pseudonym from her favorite Bible verse found in the book of Samuel. Quote, "Then David said to Abigail, 'Blessed is your advice and blessed are you,'" unquote. Dear Abby debuted on January 9th, 1956. Questions from the public involve things like cheating spouses, bossy in-laws, and teenage romance. Dear Abby was a tremendous force for good in this country. Pauline wrote the column until the year 2000 when her daughter took control following a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. The original Abby died on January 16, 2013 at the age of 94. And here's something else you might not know. So many people submitted questions to the Chronicle that it had to hire extra staff to sort the letters. At the height of her fame, Dear Abby had a crew of 30 people sifting through 20,000 pieces of mail every week. Today, folks can see Dear Abby on social media. Back after this. Frustrated at the high price of heating your home this year? You're not the only one looking for ways to save money this winter while staying warm. Now you can do that with the Eden Pure Gen 40 heater. I've had my Gen 40 and it's made quite a difference keeping rooms warm. This infrared heater is guaranteed to start saving you money on your heating bills as soon as you turn it on. Heats up the room very quickly. Plus, Gen 40 heater owners are reporting massive savings on heating bills, and it's very safe around the pets and kids. Eden Pure is having a hard time even keeping this product in stock because of the astonishing demand. Right now, you can get $50 off the sale price when you use discount code BILL50. Heating bills are only going to get higher. So please go to EdenPureDeals.com, put in discount code BILL50 to get $50 off. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code BILL50. Shipping is free. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.